Hey, good morning, good morning. I didn't see you come in there. Hey, get the heck out of my truck. You don't belong here. Nothing beats a fresh brewed pot of coffee, eh? Had to make me some coffee. Get ready for my run, heading towards the house. No, and don't buy these cups for coffee unless you drink your coffee pretty fast. This cup sucks, along with Pilot, but you know, it's where you gotta be at. So, let me put this away. I tell you, that sun is just in the right spot to burn a hole in my eyeballs. That's just gonna I might have to wait on this video, because that is... I've been branded! Now you gotta just put like a UPC number right there, and I'll be labeled forever until I die and my skin rots off my flesh. Good Lord, that's bright. I can't deal with that. Sorry, guys. This is my coffee maker. Okay, it makes really good coffee. Made by Hamilton Beach. You don't have to worry about the glass breaking or anything like that if this thing falls over. So, I'm trying to boil eggs. I put some water in, put a whole bottle, 16.9 ounces. 3 eggs in the pot, and now I got it going. My first attempt failed. Let it boil over and left the water in there for 12 minutes and then let it run for another 12 minutes, and I got a soft boiled egg out of it. So we're gonna see what happens now. Gonna let it sit for 12 minutes, and then I'm gonna let it sit for 12 more minutes, and then I'm gonna microwave them for about 5 minutes and see if I can get a hard boiled egg out of that, because I don't want a soft boiled egg. It's Sunday. Coffee's made. I'm gonna go grab my load and head towards my drop. Stage myself for tomorrow morning. Yeah. Last load of the week, because I can't find nothing for Monday real quick that'll generate another $300 or $400. So it looks like I'm going to sit at 39 for the week, but well, 46 if you count the 700 rollover, which I don't count because it's a rollover, even though, you know, got to count it due to taxes into that week. But it's on that quarter, so I don't really care. It's going to go to the quarter. That's all that counts. Well, the eggs turned out. Yeah. Anyway, I'll have to try it again. I ended up having to run another batch of water through the coffee maker and then put them in one of my Rubbermaid containers that I decided to bring with for the eggs, and microwave them for like 10 minutes at half. It sucks when you're using things that aren't full strength. So anyway, haven't found anything yet that I want to run. I'm running on a recap, and I only got like 8 hours. So I'm going to let one day roll over. Might do a reset here, but I don't want to. So I'm going to let one day roll over. That'll give me 8 plus 8. So I'll be running on 16 all week. And seeing as I've been able to make it running off of 8 hours a day, I think I can get away with that and not have to do a reset. I hate running with just 8 hours. So me having an 8-hour rollover every single day will actually help me out for those 9.5 hour days when things just get screwed up. Because 8 hours isn't enough if you have, say, a trailer search or something like that, and you got like 6 hours for running your load because it's a 300-mile load or 250-mile load, and then you got a drop and hook and all that other stuff that adds to your clock. So we're going to roll over 8. Hopefully that's all I need to use, and I'm going to keep rolling because I want to be home by Wednesday before Thanksgiving. No later than Thursday. Maybe hold on to a trip that'll drop the weekend or that Monday, and at least have a truck payment and a gas payment in there, if not more. I'm shooting for more, but, you know, we'll see. Whatever. I ain't going to sweat it if I don't get it. But I'm not going to miss at least frying a turkey. I don't think I'll be able to stay the whole weekend like I'd like to, but, you know, so be it. More in a minute, unless I decide to just post this. Hey, so I'm about to post my numbers in a little while, but, and they should be correct. I'm not going to have my settlement until Thursday, but I'm going to go ahead and post, 46, slash 18th week of running. Pretty good numbers, of course, because the rollover, the $700 rollover from, or $770 from Monday. So, he is a good, honest dude. Well, whoever he is, I'm sure he is. Anyway, so I got done with my laundry. I ran my load today, dropped off at the customer, live unload for, it said 2 hours, and,
you have 7 hours and 29 minutes of...
Tell me what I got, lady. I'll tell you what I got. It was about an hour and a half live unload, so it was about right. Not a bad run. So I came back, drove a whole 34 miles today, filled up with gas, and now I'm going to sit and wait. I'm not going to pull a 34. I'm just going to I'm more than likely going to pull a 18, because tomorrow I'll have 16 coming back to me, which will definitely help me out, because I don't feel comfortable running, like I said, just with 8 a day, because you never know when you get something too extreme, you will not be able to, you might not be able to recover from it, right? I mean, you get just one hiccup in your day, like say when I went through the weekend through Indianapolis, because they had highway blocked off. They have 465 blocked off down to one lane. And then on Sunday on the way back, I knew better. It said, what was it, 5 miles out or whatever, they have them signs out, and it said, expect long delays, take such and such, 65 or whatever it was. So I took the other route, and I made it through there. It only cost me an extra 18 minutes and 5 extra miles. So I'm like, you know what? That's a lot better than sitting in all the traffic I would have sat in. So here I am in Walton, Kentucky. Unfortunately, the church that I went to in August, right around the corner, it doesn't appear to have evening services on Sundays, so I didn't bother going. I wasn't going to take an Uber trip. Up there to be turned right back around because the doors are shut. So, whatever. I mean, sometimes you get to go and sometimes you don't. But, all in all, good week. I don't know how I'm going to run next week. And I'm not too worried about next week. It's Thanksgiving week. That's my major concern. So, anyway. It's about all I got. I talked to a driver from, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I talked to one of our drivers saying in regards to, well, basically everything. I met this guy, John. I think I might have said something about this before. I don't know. He has been working for us since the inception of the Choice program. And he said one of the reasons they basically said, yeah, we'll go with the 65%, or a lot of the drivers that stayed there would go with the 65%, is because tolls were paid. And now that tolls aren't paid, he was surprised that they're actually not paying more than 65%. Personally, I mean, an extra 5% wouldn't kill you. And besides, how would we know anyway? I mean, you could say we're getting 70% for those of us that aren't paying our tolls, and yeah. But the other thing is, somebody said new contracts were coming for those who are grandfathered in, and there are 3 years of, I don't know how much, crooked hairs. I don't know how much of truth there is in that. Maybe some of you guys that are there might want to ask, but 3 years of grandfathered in. Which one is reflecting? There's something reflecting off of my glasses here. Or is that the sunlight on the daggum? Yeah, that's that sunlight. Cloud light. But then you can't see me, can you? So, so they said on the page that it's going to be 3 years, and then the contracts will be renewed without them paying for tolls anymore. So be prepared for that in a few years. Is my phone crooked? Something's crooked here. I feel like something's crooked. Whatever. Man, stop saying that's bad airtime. But I've got nothing lined up right now. I've been looking at the board. I'm just not satisfied. I mean, I'm right by Cincinnati. There's tons of trips out there. It's just that I don't like the way they look right now. So I'm going to get back on there. It's 1 o'clock, 1:12, and go from there. Hopefully I can find something that satisfies me. If not, I'll take whatever. I mean, there was a couple of trips going to Covington, Georgia. I was like, well, I can go to Covington, Georgia, and then run this one going to Charlotte, and then run going to something else. It was like $2,000 in 3 days. And then I said, well, I did the math, and there was no way with 8 hours on the clock that I could have done Covington to grab the North Carolina load with the amount of time that was allowed. I would have been available at 10:30 on, I grab it today or run part of the way and then run the rest of the way tomorrow and be ready at 10:30 tomorrow. But seeing as I was only getting like 8 hours back a day, and it was going to take me about 7 hours just to finish getting to Covington, Georgia, and then park it. And that's, you know how that goes. Yeah, good times, people. Good times. But I think not being able to having to do a reset, I think I can get away with that because I'm comfortable with the 16. Like I said, I'm not comfortable with the 8. I'm just not. It's not enough time to play. I like to have my playtime in there for circumstances, whatever. All right, well, anyway, keep the left door closed, keep the hammer down, talk to y'all soon.